Cameras, action. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday, and we are still playing Dungeons and Dragons, but we got a new campaign starting today. Waterdeep Under Siege, and we got a player that's AF whatever. We don't know where he's at. He's not. He's not here though. McFly, we're calling out to Svenster. If anyone knows Svenster, could you please call
He
in?
says, "Don't delete my character." Getting on now. Too late.
Touche. Does anyone want to run Svenster? Everyone's like, no. Don't delete.
Hi, Sven.
He's made it. So we are starting Under Siege for anyone out in chat or on YouTube later that is watching this. This is a brand new homebrew campaign setting. Takes place in the year 15 Myrtle. What was the? Maybe I should read the original story back to everybody. It's been a while since some of you have probably read through that. The children of Black Ice were born from mothers who had been cursed by Black Ice. Long-term exposure, not from a bite. Normally, the unborn child dies with his mother. A rare few occasions, the child survives. The year is 15 years of Mythal. Dale Reckoning Time no longer exists. DR, it's gone. Gone. Waterdeep is the lone surviving city on Tyrell that is not inhabited fully by undead. Skullport being the only city with both undead and the living. Lower levels of Undermountain are inaccessible. The Mythal protects Waterdeep from undead. This is called the Tear of Mystra. Ever since she created the Mythal, the weave has been unstable within. And all arcane magic in Waterdeep, and most of Skullport, is considered wild magic. Waterdeep has become a survival city, and many factions has formed, making dozens of zones within the city confines. Trollskull Zone, for example, is one of those places. Your characters are at an orphanage laboratory of sorts. The children just call it Dr. Troy's, since that's who runs the place. This is a secret place, hidden from those who oppose anything that has to do with Black Ice, training and experimenting on the children of Black Ice. So each of the children have gained some special abilities because of their affliction with the Black Ice, or lack thereof, or however you want to look at it. Those will develop as we go, but I think most of them are pretty fleshed out. Does anyone have any questions on those abilities? Refreshers? So over the years, your characters have been pretty much here. I mean, this
Is
has
there
been
an
your
outside
you,
that we've been?
you
Like
know
a
there's
yard?
outside, but you've never been there,
Wow, I probably hate you fuckers.
right?
So what is our relationship? That leads the question: are you leaving it up to us as is our relationship with each other? What is our relationship with the doctor? Do we see him as a jailer, or is he a father figure?
You know, you definitely know that there's a sense of protection that he gives to you guys. Um, he's always looking out for you to not be discovered. You've got it instilled into you that if you are discovered by the factions of the true, whoever those people are, you got a general idea who the true is. But if you're discovered by them, that you have been taken. Different things may happen to you. It was never discussed, but whatever it is bad. So that's why you're hidden down here, and he's trying to protect you guys. But in recent weeks, things have been a little more lax down here in the basement. It was pretty orderly. Every 12 hours, you guys would get put in your little cells and then let out. And um, there's training material basically down here. Just imagine like textbooks from school. Um, there's
So this is the military, is what you're saying.
it's yeah, that's like your great that's like your great room, and everybody's got their little barracks. So your relationship to one another, I mean, you're brothers and sisters, sorta, in an orphanage. I mean, yeah, you probably have all tested each other's nerves and even maybe even have some rivalries or disdains of each other, but you're stuck with each other for right now.
And I was the first. Who was the youngest?
Um, you're you're the other four came within weeks of one another, so they're all weeks apart, and you don't know how old they were when they came here. So I mean, but they were tiny little babies. You were two.
Okay, so I wouldn't know either. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of maybe remember that a little bit, 2-year-old memories. But oh, we lost you. Are you not admin?
I got you.
Oh, I thought you were talking. Yeah, so 2 years older. You know that during experimentations, basically, Dr. Troy has you try out things. And you know that you have become immune to black ice um, completely, where the other four, they're not there yet. So you've heard that they're still developing. So you know there's some kind of development stage going on, and you're a little bit ahead of them. Plus your big ass freaking bugbear. Oh, let's take a look at the art, huh? Uh, I thought I had it already.
Did you want to switch scenes so that you can actually see it?
Yeah, that's a good idea too. And group. I have a group picture I put together of you guys.
Cool.
So as you can see in the background, we have Dr. Troy's building. Um, also, but you guys are down here right now, underneath on the bottom. And so I think at some point we need to have the characters talk with Dr. Troy. Don't you guys think your characters have some questions that specifically of Dr. Troy?
If I don't know, I mean, if he's been raised this way all his life, he knows no different, I guess.
Yeah, I mean Dr. Troy's, as far as you guys know, your protector. I mean, he's looking out for you. You don't know. You can hear movement and stuff upstairs, obviously, faintly, and know that there's stuff going on. But you don't know what he does. He brings you food and candy. As a matter of fact, he brings you some candy that when you eat it, you're just whatever you're focusing on, you just focused on it. It's like Ritalin or something. It's called, you guys call it deer candy, and you just love it. So basically, the mechanics of it is you get a 1d4 bonus to one of your ability scores for an hour. So, if you're trying to study, intelligence, like, or you're
He's our
trying to work
supplier.
out or whatever. So it looks like a little piece of poop, and he has it wrapped up in little parchment. He kind of keeps them in his pocket, and he hands them out once in a while when you guys are trying to do good. So, he's kind of that teachery mentor kind of feel too that goes along. You guys remember what he looks like, right? Where's he at?
Have we? I don't.
For some reason, I'm picturing Alec Baldwin. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell? I struck my reference manual and okay, here we go. Here he is. Uh-oh, links broke.
Oh yeah, Burt Lancaster.
I remember him.
Is that Burt Lancaster? No.
Mm-hmm.
What's his?
That is
Yeah,
Burt
yeah, yeah.
Lancaster and Dr. Monroe's Island, if you remember that one, where he was experimenting on the people and they were animals, kind of, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of, sort of thing going on here.
Dr. Moreau's, yeah.
Who's human? Raise your hand. Ah,
Half?
maybe half elves, not necessarily half elven and human, are they? I don't know.
Yeah, I actually Marley didn't. Yeah, half bugbear, I guess. So. Marley has not a clue. He's grown up down here, and all he knows is he's the one who annoys me. If you get on my nerve, I'll like make up really bad songs about you and torment you with them and shit.
Rhymes. S
Yeah.
is the baby.
And they don't even
ass.
rhyme half. Yeah, he beatboxes.
What S to do is he'll eat, swallow one of your toys or belongings, and then later regurgitate it.
Yeah, on your bed,
There's your sock. Don't leave him laying
partially
around.
digested.
Couple fang holes in him.
I don't. Me as a player, don't trust the look in Dr. Troy's eye. He just gotta look like he's a creep.
Dr. Troy.
But yeah, but as a character, my character knows no different.
He totally gets you. Whenever you're like thinking of stuff and you want to talk to him, he somehow gets around to the topic. You know what I mean? He he can read your thoughts or something.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah, he does give you that creepy vibe, kind of. But he brings you cool stuff.
Shouldn't be too terribly difficult for S to read his thoughts.
No, not at all.
Stab, eat.
Oh, it's to read S's thoughts? Yes.
To read S's thoughts? No. Stab, eat, get
warm.
Hey, give me a hot rock to lay on.
In my room, I broke away one of the walls to expose the heating pipe, so that I have a warm place to curl up near.
Gotcha. Yeah, my boa.
Is it damp in there too?
Yeah, he keeps it pretty mildewy.
Humid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a boa that went missing for about
helps with shedding.
month and a half. And one night I got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. The lights were all off. And as I'm stepping through the door, I look down and I see, just from the ambient light coming in the windows, this dark light. And I went, holy shit. And I reached over and flipped the light on. There she was, all covered in cobwebs from being up inside the refrigerator. She was still half up in the refrigerator and half across the kitchen floor.
Trying to find warmth.
Yeah.
So, you guys also know of a air elemental named Amaterasu. Amaterasu, which
Amaterasu?
Tiramisu.
it's kind
That's
of
funny.
yeah. That is actually like your guard. Mostly stays in the hallway here, but on command will put you in your cell. You have no recourse usually if you resist, because it's air elemental, and you just kind of get whooshed into your cell one way or the other. Um, but
S fights it every time.
pretty loyal to um, Dr. Troy, right? Whatever he says, he does. But you can't communicate with it a little bit. It does speak common. Barely. So like whoopy whooshy common, right?
What are these?
Those are levers that control the the cells.
So they can lock us in at night.
Yeah, but lately you guys aren't locked in. You've been free to roam around the lower area down here. There's also you have witnessed on occasion that, let's say, the air elemental was doing something, putting like Urag in the cell. Um, that Dr. Troy also has some other kind of protector around him, like invisible type of protector. But rarely do you see him. But you do all have your own servants, basically, if you remember. Ebb and Flow, the unseen servants.
I can see them.
Um, what happened to
They
my?
freak me out.
I have blind sight. I can see invisible creatures if they're within 10 feet of me.
Oh, you got your tongue. You see like the blurry shape of a creature.
Yep.
Um,
This a forge?
oh, hold on 1 second. I was trying to. So my links got broke when I did my mod. Like my individual ones that I made. So you got ebb and flow. You guys can tell the difference. I don't know. I can't.
Well, Ebb is left-handed. That's
Yeah.
how we
Obviously.
know.
Flow
So
is right hand.
they function as unseen servants. They're always around. Kind of cool.
Whose room is the one with the bones underneath the bed? I see them bones stuck under there.
It's a bone flute.
Stay out of my room.
Oh, that's one. That's like an owl. What do they call the what an owl
Pellets.
regurgitates? Owl pellets.
Oh, you
Snakes do
guys
the.
are looking at this over
Yeah,
here.
they poop those.
This is what you would consider to be a crematoria. Like
What?
undead bodies are brought in to be experimented on, like on the table down here. You guys
Yeah.
are as well able to experiment on them. And then when you're done with them, they get incinerated in the crematoria. So there's a
Well, that's not
bellows
creepy.
and yeah, and trash and stuff gets incinerated down here too. It's pretty crappy that you get stuck on doing ash duty. You gotta clean out the ashes. Like because you didn't do your homework or something. You got detention. I don't know.
Your studies.
Yeah.
I could see a use for the air elemental there.
Yeah, how do you get out? Has anyone tried to get out? Of course. But I mean an air elemental doesn't eat, doesn't sleep, can squeeze through a 1 inch space. come into your room. Psh, 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 wake up. But so it's been like 14 hours and no one's brought any food down.
Well, are they walking around upstairs when you hear them up there?
What the hell's ebb and flow
No.
doing?
They're like ebbing and flowing around.
Where's our food?
Bring me my Hassenpfeffer.
We can't find them. S has to find them.
Also, if you guys wouldn't mind, go through your inventory, and if your starting equipment included rations, please turn the rations into gold or whatever, full price. You don't actually have the rations, so you would have the gold or
Well,
something
I only
of
had
equivalent value.
one food is all I had.
You guys might
I
have
had 2
food.
rations.
Food and ration is a little different in this game.
So change the
that's
rations into
food.
coin.
How is it different?
Yeah. Well, rations are not so common. You're not going to find that many rations around. But rations consist of,
So you
food
can
stuff that lasts a while, right? It's going to last you like 30 days or something that you can keep it around. Where food has a shelf life of a couple of days. So,
All right.
you're going to have like fresh bread and you're going to have, vegetables or whatever, and that doesn't last very long. So food is and the difference is we're going to be using the new extension from Matakuri called Sustenance Tracker. And if you guys look on your character sheet, we're going to use ORAG for example. Go down to your.
Well, I have to change it because I had put 6 pounds, but I only have 1. So because you took away my rations.
I took it away. I took them away. I gave you money for them though. Where are they? Where is it at? Which tab?
Where's
Actions.
what at?
Actions.
Oh yeah,
Oh, there it is.
sustenance.
Okay, sustenance. Yeah. So, for example,
So
Orog's got a half a pound of food carried, and he's eaten a half a pound of food. And actually, everybody should start off today with has eaten. Actually, yeah. I guess it's been 2 hours since they brought food yesterday, so it's been 26 hours since you guys had food. So, and water, and there's a table that we're gonna use for starvation and dehydration. Not a table, but rules. So, kind of keep track of those. The biggest one is if you don't get water, you're sucking.
so we delete the rations off the inventory, but leave the food, right?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to register on the sustenance? Because I
No,
have
they don't.
zeros for
They
everything.
don't connect. The sustenance tracker you have to track by itself, and then
So
come back and update your inventory.
okay, so I need to put 1 food, weight 1. So I need to put on the actions under pounds of food 1.
Uh huh. If that's what you guys got.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
What about the
probably have
water?
squirreled away some food, right? I mean, everybody's got a little bit of pokey bait, right? Water, right now, you guys are okay. There's a barrel of water by the door, so there's water in it. Um, so for right
Um,
now, I think there's you know at least
I've got a
5 days
pail of
of
yellow water
water
in here.
that you guys don't have to worry about right now.
I got
should we have?
yellow
Because
water.
on my inventory I've got water skin.
Mhm.
1 water skin, 5 pounds.
That's 1
Should
gallon.
that be there?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys would have a water skin or two or whatever you want. That's up to you.
So I need to put 5 gallons carried, right?
Are you carrying 5 water skins around with you?
No, it's one water skin says 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Yeah, you said 5 gallons.
This
Oh,
is
It's a big difference.
water skin is 1 gallon.
a water skin. Okay, 1 gallon.
Yeah, water skin's one gallon.
Confused. Got it.
We'll get used to it. Not necessarily going to be terribly hot, so we don't have to worry about the 2 gallons a day rule unless you were trekking through the jungles of Cholt. Oh yeah, we are checking. Yeah, that's on Fridays. Um, so half rations you can, um, stretch your food. So food's not like overly super important until you go like a week without food. Then you're like really hurting. But water seems to be the biggest because of exhaustion. Um, but yeah, so a couple of hours turns into 4 hours, and no one has brought you any food.
S is banging on the door.
Please, sir, may I have another?
Bang on the door, like just banging on the door, or is he saying anything? Is he yelling?
He's yelling for the air elemental to let us out, get us some food.
Uh, all right, let's
If he ever
see.
shows up, I'll ask him, "You gonna let us out today?"
Inventory.
We're hungry.
NPC. Let me pull him up.
Have they ever done any kind of testing like this, where they didn't talk to us or deprived us of
Yeah.
food?
No, you guys pretty much were pretty regular getting your food. I mean, you got a whole day's worth of food in one delivery, but it was always pretty good food. Fresh vegetables, some sandwiches, meats and stuff. It was like a restaurant or something. It was catered. You don't know. Like,
Jimmy John's.
yeah, it was. I mean, maybe some of the wrappers had a symbol on them. You guys kind of remember? So yeah, what's the correct pronunciation of Atamarasu? Atamar
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu. Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu. Okay.
It's a
Amaterasu.
Japanese goddess.
Yep, means like heaven and sky.
Yep.
All right, so you bang for a little. It doesn't take long. And he's like squeezes out from underneath the doorway and says, "What do you want? I don't have any food.
Then let us out to get some.
Let you out. Let you out to outside? It is too dangerous."
So's not eating.
Give me a
What's outside?
persuasion check there, S, since you're doing a yakking.
S is horrible at persuasion.
It's like, nope. He goes back under the door.
Pound on the door again. How about now?
I'm an air elemental. I can turn off my ears.
Barley swallowing trills, painful trills on the flute.
The bone flute? What? Which kind of flute are you playing on?
Again, flute. Bone flute. I don't know. I've got a flute.
You think you might be able to bash this door down, S? You're contemplating it.
I'm there, absolutely contemplating it with my warhammer.
It looks pretty
Yeah,
sturdy. It's not as flimsy as the artist drew. It's like a metal door, so it looks pretty sturdy.
I want to pick the lock on my door.
You're gonna pick the lock on your door? Your door's not locked. I mean, do you want to lock it? You think these levers might do that? Pretty sure.
Okay. So what door is Auric banging on then?
This one over here.
I mean S. Okay.
That's the one that goes outside.
It goes upstairs. You know, you can get upstairs that way. Actually, you guys have been in there before.
Would you like some help?
Um,
If this goes on for too long, I'll just cast Goodberry, so we're not going to starve to death. But I'm more than happy to let S bang that door down.
wow, wait a second. Where do these berries come from?
They're magic berries.
Digs around down in there and plucks a
Dingleberries.
few.
We know they're
Bingle.
magic
Dingleberries.
gecko spore druid berries. What are they?
Look,
Little mushrooms?
the less you know, the happier you will be. You guys know, I mean, you know, he's a little too into mushrooms. So
They're growing in spores on his back.
yeah, I'll just pick some off and hand them to you guys.
Lick the back
It's
of
fine.
the toad.
Yeah, S is gonna start banging on the hinges with a hammer.
So you guys are apt to getting through this door, right?
We've searched the interior of this other place fully, I assume.
Search it for what? Like for food?
Anything.
Yeah, there's no
Food.
food. You guys definitely know where every morsel of food is down here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we've been here
Amaterasu
for
is-
years.
Information,
No.
books, and
Dalgron keeps some Twinkies in his gloves. You know he does.
Did you guys
Don't
see
look
this
at my gloves.
refrigerator? There's this refrigerator over here. I've never noticed it before.
Is there a corpse still here?
There
Oh no, don't go there.
there could be. I mean, if yes, if you want it, yeah, sure.
that's food.
Do you think
In
you'd
a pinch?
rather have a good berry? But yeah. So yeah, no problem. You managed to get the door open. I mean, if you really wanted to muck it up really good, you could do that, or maybe you took your time and
I'll go slow.
just pried it open.
Yeah.
You know, just broke the
I got
lock.
a crowbar. I can just.
So there's a hallway and another door down at the end of the hallway. You don't. You can see. You can see the air elemental just kind of, just hovering in the corner, not really doing nothing. This door's unlocked. It can be locked, but is currently unlocked. So when you
So this
open
is
the
the first
door-
time we've been through this door. We've never been out
No,
there.
your characters have seen in here and come in here to get like training implements and stuff. But there is some food in here.
Food.
There
will
is
start eating.
oh wait, a pen. It's got some stuff in here.
Well, I guess I'll eat the diary. I don't know.
Right?
Oh, I didn't
It's
put
made of leather.
I didn't put any food in here. I do have an item for food, don't I? Items. Did I make food? Food, 1 day's worth of food. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll go, oops. I got an error.
Is it because there's no price on the leather-bound diary? There was 5 of them, so I figured one was for each of us, and I decided to grab mine.
You don't have a value.
Yeah, that could be.
Yep. No price.
Hmm.
even if it's just 0 or whatever.
I guess I gotta redrag them. No? How do
Once
you...
you said you have to close and reopen the shop.
Oh.
I need to update that.
Okay, there you
did
go.
capital CP instead of lowercase CP.
Damn it. Close and reopen. There we go. All right, there's
So
only...
there's 6 diaries and 1 thing of food.
No, there's 5 diaries. And... 10 days worth of food. So yeah, there's some just a little bit longer
I'm done.
storage food, you know, some stuff in jars and containers and stuff like that. Some pickled beets and some mushrooms.
Pickled beets.
Give me
beets.
this.
So
Give me a sleight of hand, if you know what I mean, in the tower.
I just did it. You should see it in the chat.
Nice.
So we just click the arrow to add it to the cart.
Yeah, you can only do it one at a time though. So.
All right, so I did that, and then I click buy, right?
Yeah. But you shouldn't.
Now, you got to set the scale or the markup to 0, then it won't
There you
charge
go.
us for it.
Okay. Yeah. So make sure that you just add back whatever coins you started with.
Well, it just set
Oh,
my
okay.
copper pieces to -1 and my silver pieces to -10, so
Yeah, I don't know how much you started off with.
15 gold. I didn't have any silver or
There you
copper,
go.
so it set them as...
Yeah, there's a bunch of blankets and stuff in here, so that's why I set those to -1. It looks like a storeroom for you guys, you know, your clothes are in here and stuff like that. Different sizes for you guys. Obviously, S's clothes look a little bit different than freaking morsels. um, this is where your weapons would probably be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Backpacks or whatever extra storage stuff that's just not kept in your room, that, you know, especially the weapons would have been kept in here. So there's still 2 days worth of food. It's gonna go bad if it's not eaten next couple of days. So,
It's mine. I'll grab it.
and if you guys wanted a diary, on your notes tab, I don't think you guys taking notes as a party would be a bad idea. If somebody wants to volunteer to be the party note taker, just make a public note. Everybody's like shying away from those duties.
I'm really
I'm
bad at
horrible at
note-taking.
notes.
That's why we all stream, right?
I
So we
always
don't have
forget.
to keep notes.
Yeah.
I'm good at them as long as I remember to do it, you know. But as long as I'm typing, I'm hearing nothing that anybody's saying, you know.
Well, let's think whose character would do it. Be taking notes a lot.
Definitely not S.
Anybody envision their characters making like notes about stuff? Today S is in the shit box again for not taking notes. Yee. Nobody? We'll see
I-
how that plays out.
I can just make my notes public, I
Right.
guess, and because I always take notes anyway. I don't know if they're good, but
Are your notes gonna
Better than
be in
nothing.
third person?
uh,
Morsel doesn't like.
they should be, but no, they're very short and to the point.
So, you guys feel a little relieved. There's just a couple days worth of food in here.
S asks Amaterasu, "Where's Troy?"
He points up.
Those stairs go up.
There are stairs that go up. Last time there was something wrong with the map.
Yeah, there's no line of sight on the steps last time.
Is there line of sight this time? Are we good? Did I fix it?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, at the top of the stairs, there's some kind of sliding kind of mechanism door kind of thing here. It looks complicated.
S, you're not supposed to go up the top. The doctor will be upset.
Yeah, and the air elemental is thinking it's too dangerous for you to go up there. That's what he says.
Oh Jesus, the doctor will be upset. What?
S pushes it open anyway.
Just yanks it open.
Mm-hmm.
Does the elemental do anything?
No, not really. I mean, he looks concerned, as invisible as he is.
But he's not trying to stop us.
No, he wasn't told to stop you. He wasn't told anything. He hasn't been told anything in a while. That's why he's a little confused. I mean, he's got
We're
a
being
6
rebellious.
intelligence, so you know.
Morkel's finally found somebody who's dumber than he is.
He's like, I am Groot, you know. So you like pull open
Poke my
this
head up.
door, and you can tell the inside of it is been like carved to look like the inside of a cabinet. I mean, like with precision. So when you push it open and slide it, you're inside of a wardrobe, basically, or a cabinet. You can see like the door.
We're
has,
in
like,
Narnia.
Yeah, you're actually you're leaving Narnia.
Yeah.
That's good because they think Turkish delight is good there. So
Well, let me move you guys over to
Who
this
puts a
map.
cabinet at the top of a stair?
Someone who wants to hide an entrance.
That's not suspicious.
I'm just putting you
Well, I
guys
mean-
over on the map so you can see the room, but when you guys come up open the doors to the closet. Just like that. So you see the closet?
Yeah, we just came out of that.
Well, no, only S is coming out. I mean, let me unlock your token, sorry. I mean, S comes out. I mean, that's up to you guys if you come out or not. I just put your tokens on the map so you can see
Well,
it.
yeah. We're
Yeah,
just like
so- there's-
little rats that
So
just
this-
found a hole to get out of.
This looks like some kind of like hallway maybe, or something with a table in it. There's some bits and pieces of somebody's meal that's still sitting there. Looks like it's a couple days old maybe.
Ham and eggs.
There's
Couple
like a
days.
there's like a bench. There's some another wardrobe. It looks like some gear on the top of the wardrobe down here, and a doorway uh, that has some kind of magical glowing lock on it to the
Hess
north.
opens the wardrobe and looks to see if there's a opening in the back that goes down to another location.
The wardrobe has some of Dr. Troy's clothes in it, like maybe a raincoat, but he always wears like black with a white collar, kind of, or a white shirt underneath the black jacket and a bow tie or some kind of tie. He always dresses nice.
So Orig's gonna look around as everybody else leaves. He's gonna wait a moment, just looking at the air elemental, and sort of shakes his head, and will follow up the stairs.
Like, didn't do his job, kind of scold him a little.
I want to check out these books and papers, if there's anything written on them.
Looks like
If there any
maybe,
importance.
yeah, it looks like maybe some kind of inventory list, like a shopping kind of list or something. It looks pretty intricate though.
I'm looking around. Is this place, besides the door to the north, is there any other exits?
There is a door to the south, right in front of you. Is that not showing
like
up?
Go
five
on
doors.
here, and there.
Yeah, there's all kinds of doors.
Is it just the one that has the magical glowing lock on it?
To the north. Yeah, the other ones don't appear. I mean, not as nice as the one to the north. So Marley, you open up that door.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a bedroom with another desk in it. The bed's unmade. There's. It looks like maybe you think this might be Dr. Troy's room.
What's
I'm gonna
room
walk
number
up to S.
Yes.
So, have you been up here before?
No, not that I know of. We haven't been up here before, right?
I mean, not that you remember.
Well, you guys have had your fun. Let's go ahead and head back down
You're a
before
real
the
party
doctor
pooper.
comes back.
Party pooper.
I don't think the doctor's coming back.
Doctor
He
always
left
comes
without eating
back.
his meal.
As cracks open the door, he's like, "This is more like a service store. It looks like it gets used a lot. But this looks like a store, like a potion shop kind of store. There's like inventory out here. There's like a service counter.
Do I see anybody? Or is it
There's no lighting.
It's all right. We all have dark vision.
What time of day is it now that we're up here and we can see outside?
That's a good point. We need to jump into that. Let's take a look at the calendar. The first thing that's important to me is the lunar cycle. How does that show up to you on the calendar?
This is what I've been looking for.
Evening crescent.
The bathroom.
Oh, you guys.
First of hammer.
Yeah, saloon evening crescent.
So that means
First day of
it's
Hammer.
just past the full moon, right?
So is that yeah?
No, it's
no.
waning crescent. It's almost completely gone.
Almost a
New moon starting
Oh,
probably
it's almost
tomorrow.
a new moon. Okay.
It's dark.
And I was imagining that it was late in the evening, so it's like 2 a.m. So there you guys go. There's the date. First day of Hammer, 15 under mythal, meaning it's been 15 years that the mythal has been up.
It's a New Year's Day, huh?
And we're all 15 years old.
And well, give or take,
Ish.
except for Orog, who's a couple years older. And Orog remembers bits and pieces of not being in the cells. Like, so,
Hey, man.
Dahlgren's looking outside. Never seen this before.
this is all the kind of stuff that's around in the shop or upstairs.
Everybody grab as many potions of climbing as you can carry.
Question is, who are we paying?
Oh, sorry, I need to set that to. I don't think anything, right? If you're
We
taking
ready
them.
to shop?
I mean, you can leave money on the counter if you want.
Would we know what these things are?
Know what are potions and stuff? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you're
What-
not uneducated. I mean, you might have not ever seen one. Oh, I saw a picture of this in a textbook, a potion bottle. Some of you might even be trained in brewing or something. Anybody?
Mm-mm.
So, a couple of things that we're gonna make a little different than the past campaigns is the mixing potion in the DMG variant rule is in effect.
I've never played with that before. Can you explain it?
Well, here
Please.
I'll explain it to the degree of there's the table that you got to roll on if you go mixing potions.
And is this like mixing, like you drink two potions?
If you
or
drink one potion while still under the effects of another, or pour several potions into a single container, the strange ingredients used in creating potions can result in unpredictable interactions. When a character mixes two potions together, he can roll on the potion miscibility, and more than two are combined, roll again for each subsequent potion containing the results. So that's the DMG page 140, if anyone is curious. I'm going to post that in
So are
chat for you
these?
guys.
This would be potions of different ingredients. So if it's, if you take 2 healing potions, it doesn't do anything.
Well, two healing potions are instantaneous as well.
Right.
there's no duration?
But if you have a potion of fly and then you drink a potion of climbing, while one's
Yeah.
under the effect, yeah. Or if you drink a
Okay.
potion of fly and then drink another potion of fly while one potion is under the effect, then it's the same thing.
So we couldn't mix a potion of healing with a potion of climbing.
Well,
And then
potion of healing is instantaneous if you're drinking them. If you're pouring them together, yeah, you can do that, absolutely.
Okay. Talking to the wrong person. I spent all my time in Skyrim just eating giant toes and death bell just to see what would happen.
Somebody's gonna roll a 1 in TPK every that'll be it. That'll be the end of the campaign.
Well, if you see someone mixing shit together, run away from them. You know, it's like
Yeah,
they pulled the
step
pin
10
out of
feet
a
away.
grenade.
Stay 5 feet away. Yeah.
So,
That-
try to help me remember to fuck you guys. I mean, give you permanent potions. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Dalgron's overloading his carrying capacity.
Yeah. I
More
don't think
stuff.
he realizes that that's a thing either. If you put too much stuff in a container or too much stuff on your character, it tells us.
Have we practiced fighting together?
I'm sure of it.
How big is? Oh, somebody just
S would
bought my
have fought
shit.
with every one of you multiple times
Who just
throughout
bought
15
my shit?
years.
Somebody who
Or
doesn't
somebody
know
hit
that
empty
only
cart.
one person can use the shop at a time.
Somebody might have hit empty cart. Let's see.
Yes, there's a potion of growth over here. Could probably help you out.
Is there something wrong with my size? What are you trying to say?
Trying to say a potion of growth will help you out, make you bigger, stronger, faster. Sadly, it won't make you better looking though.
Yeah, that's impossible.
That damn diary's heavier than a laptop.
Oh shit. I hit empty cart instead of buy.
I'm going to be looking. Is there any kind of desk or anywhere that has any kind of paperwork for what this place might be, or there a business card anywhere or anything that would tell us?
Yeah, I'm sure there's like some flyers and stuff. Let's take a look at an image that's going to help describe the place. Um, I think I have a good one. Yeah. So you guys are currently just, the building's not exactly the same as the image, but you guys are inside the store here.
So I'm going to scratch a note with the things that I took.
Yeah,
And
you
sign
can
it and say Orig took this stuff, and
you
then
can you can see
stick
back
it
on
there.
this desk that there's some kind of inventory now that corresponds to what's going on in the shop.
Ah.
So if you want to keep the book accurate, then you'd have to subtract everything that's you taken out of the shop. So in essence, the shop is accurate to what's in the book if you update it.
So I'm not going to update the book, but I'm going to leave a note in the book saying
Yeah.
what I took, and then just leave it in there.
um,
I'm going to write on the note as well that S brought us up here.
so you guys hear voices and stuff outside every now and then? Like somebody going by? Sounds like you guys are on a road. There's windows that are closed, but you can easily look out a window and see that, uh, you're on a dark.
What's the temperature?
Party sheet. The temperature is 25
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit, -4 degrees Celsius. It's
S is heading back downstairs near
well,
the
that's
steam
the
vent.
temperature outside. Inside, it's probably 65. It's not so bad inside. The place feels heated
Yeah, it's
somehow. I mean, it's got fireplaces, but they're kind of dwindling.
S has got his winter blanket
Like
wrapped around him.
just still barely some coals in there, but easy enough to throw a couple logs on.
What do you see out there, Dalgren? What's out that door?
Fog.
Did you guys see this
Take
door
one
over
step
here?
farther. One step. Or is that a window?
I did
That's a
not see
door.
it.
What's a door? Is it locked? This door is lockable.
Okay, guys. We've had enough fun. Let's head back down. This is
Guess
his
is gonna.
shop. You know how much he loves his shop.
Quit being so chicken.
You never mentioned a shop.
Wait, let me see something here.
You gotta get some adventure in your belt there, Org.
This is our shop. We live here. It's got a lot of cool things in here too.
Well, not anymore. We took them all.
I wish I could take some more of them healers kits.
Oops.
How'd you get back there?
He hopped over the counter to leave a note in the book.
What's in here? Just one more step, Org. One more step. Just like this.
I'm fixing line of sight, so. I guess I did. I don't know.
Is that a window or a door?
What's that?
Right here where I'm at.
That's a window.
Oh, because he jumped out and jumped back in.
Well, I mean, you can move your token in and out. Your character might be a little harder to do. So yeah, this is a kitchen down here, and then there's another door that's locked. Or that Marley's in front of.
Any
They
food?
locked us in here. Bang, 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 bang.
S tries to open this door with the glowing.
How does he try to open it?
Just grab it.
It's the lock that's
Oh.
glowing. It's not the door. It appears to be locked by the glowing magical lock.
He'll try and yank on it.
Marley, let me try practicing on this door here.
Go right ahead.
And I'll give you some whatchamacallit here.
This door you can
Guidance.
easily unlock from the inside that Orog's in front of. It's like a deadbolt or something.
Oh, you don't need guidance for that.
He's like, he turns the lock with his big fingers and unlocks it.
That's it, Org.
It leads to to the back alley outside.
Okay, so I'll shut the door and lock it again.
Look, no. Step through there.
We're not allowed to go outside. You know that. If we get found,
we're not allowed.
So-
We're not allowed. We're not allowed.
Who said
if
we're
we
not
get
allowed?
found, you know, if we get found, well, they'll experiment on us and kill us.
How's that any different from Troy experimenting on us?
Are you saying that they did bad things to you?
Shows where it hurts on the doll.
I'll step back. Fold my arms. We're not.
Come on, Org. Gotta live a little bit.
Yeah, we've been cooped up in here for 15 years. Let's go see what's out there.
All right, let's
How bad could it
let's
be?
see what's outside.
Any food in this kitchen?
What's that?
Is there any food in the kitchen?
Maybe a little bit. Look like
There's some eggs over there in the pan.
it looks like
Or-
somebody just finished making some food.
Just pick the whole pan up and just slide them eggs right down your throat there, Org.
So 1 day's worth of food, if that's what you want to add.
Now, somebody just finished, like, they look freshly made? Or a couple
within-
days?
Couple days.
Yeah, them eggs looked a couple days old.
Ooh,
The ham was
Yeah.
kind of dried and curling up in the plate.
green eggs and ham.
Looks like Dr. Troy hasn't been here in a couple days, guys.
So,
Yeah,
as a
we might
general
have to go find him,
idea,
Lord.
there's a wagon out around the corner over here that says Dr. Troy's on the side of it, you know, in faded paint.
I'm gonna
It
run back.
looks.
Sorry, I'm gonna run back and check the book. Was anything sold? The inventory changed in the last couple of days.
The book doesn't specify dates, just quantities of things in inventory.
That's horrible bookkeeping.
Like it doesn't specify when something was sold and who it was sold to or any of that. It's just an inventory.
Okay, I'm gonna
Somebody's-
add to my note that Marley made us leave through the back door. We'll be back.
Is he a tattleteller? He's a tattleteller.
Somebody's been graffitiing the street in front of our house.
Yeah, who wrote
Somebody
that?
named Cozy
Somebody
Mac.
tagged the building. Come on.
He tagged it. So yeah, on the side porch, there's some barrels, and
We can't see any of that. There's something blocking line of sight. Or you have the image is hidden from players.
oh maybe there you go.
Ah,
Ah,
Eureka.
Are there horses attached to the wagon?
No, there's no, and the wagon doesn't look like it's been used in a while.
what are those barrels?
What's-
They empty
Yeah,
or
what's
Yeah,
Troy got in the barrels?
there's
nails?
all kinds of barrels that say, you know, Dr. Troy's cough syrup, wholesale stuff on it. Why is that a joke? Nails? Oh, that's right. You
From
guys have
Empire.
The
that,
other,
yeah.
you eerily got me with that one.
So that, you know, there's other buildings around. There's people about a little bit, but there's no one like specifically like watching you specifically, except for maybe a couple of ravens.
Why are these people out at 2:00 in the morning?
So I have a fancy blue and red cloak. I'm gonna take it off, turn it around, and it's all different browns. Put it on so I don't stand out as much.
So kind of like Seinfeld, but opposite. When he had the suede jacket with the red and white stripe lining. Like if you saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about.
S has his hood over his head.
So when you guys are outside, what are you trying to get someone's attention? Trying to have someone see you, or I mean, is that what your
Just-
intentions are? Like trying to make it obvious that we're outside and
No, I think
we
we're.
want to talk to you?
I think we're sticking to the shadows and just seeing what's out here. Right, guys?
I'm
S
looking around.
finally
Yeah, I'm a
See
little
any-
leery.
seeing what the front of the building looks like.
I'm assuming we've never really talked to strangers before.
So,
What's through this window into the house?
it's shuttered
Oh,
and there's a curtain closed. Definitely part of the house that you guys haven't explored. At least the
that's
exterior
some
wall.
weird. Yeah, some weird line of sight. Can see into here.
Bad line of sight. Or is the wall cracked? Maybe the wall's got a crack in it.
Wow, it's like I can see a huge section. All of this.
I was messing with line of sight. Maybe I screwed it up. Oh yeah, there's a whole line out of place.
Yeah, the whole corner of this here. So should we talk to people or should we go? What are we going to do?
We should go back downstairs.
Well, we know what Orig wants to do.
What will we accomplish downstairs?
So do you guys want like a little like a idea on the city block that you're on?
Yeah.
Why don't
Yes.
you guys just push me around this wagon? Sounds good to me.
We could find a nice hill and put you in it and push you down.
So big map coming at you. Do you guys see your token?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
And do I have the one little spot revealed for you?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, so you guys, that's Dr. Troy's, that corner building, or this
And did
corner
you say that, not that our
complex.
characters would know, but we're in the Troll Skull district area?
I think your characters
Neighborhood.
might have overheard that a couple times. Troll Skull Zone. You don't know what it means, but
What's a
Destiny
troll?
towards Orig. What's a troll?
well, I think you guys might have found a Dungeons and Dragons monster manual. You guys have been playing D&D in the basement for a while. You know what a troll is.
I've read about them trolls. They're ugly.
Trolls are large creatures with the ability to regenerate, sort of staring off into space. They have claws, and then they have a bite attack as well. And they live in swamps.
Wherever those are at.
Did you actually read those books that he gave us?
He memorized them. He's got a.
Can you learn how to regenerate? That sounds good.
Can we take some downtime and regenerate?
If I eat a troll, will I regenerate?
So we will be using some downtime activities, lots of it actually, in this campaign. So we haven't established exactly the math of it yet, but downtime activities can include learning a new skill, a new language, a new proficiency in a weapon, stuff like that. And it takes days and gold and a trainer. So, but my rule is if you're proficient in it, then you can train someone in it. But it costs you.
So,
go ahead, Smith.
um, the way I run Thieves' Cant is it's two things. There's a verbal communication where I'm just talking to somebody, and there are key words and phrases that are passed to pass on a hidden information to like a shopkeep or a fellow person, a thief. And then the other thing is like Skyrim, where there's little symbols drawn around doors or at the base of a corner of a street lamp or something that indicates different things for the thieves. Is that how you run Thieves' Cant?
Well, traditionally, Thieves' Cant is derived from somebody learning, through a guild or through a trainer.
Carney speak.
Local Thieves' Cant. It's usually a group thing that comes up with hand signals and stuff like that. But I think over the period of time, it's developed into its own kind of language of sorts. So,
All right, so you don't have any symbols then. All right, cool.
Yeah, no, like if you were like wandering down the street and you saw like a moon crescent carved into a brick, that could be a stash or something. Yeah, so that
Perfect.
kind
So
of
that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to go around the street again, and I'm looking, staring at all the things because I've studied Thieves' Cant, and I know, but I've never actually seen it in practice. So I'm looking, staring at all these buildings to see if any of them have Thieves' Cant, including ours.
So across the street to the south of the building is a some kind of massive complex. Now, the streets itself are not just open to walk down. There are lots of barricades, right? The streets have been barricaded off, the alleys have been barricaded off with like wooden fences and stuff like that. So let me give you like a street map that I kind of did up a little to give you an idea. And this is a hodgepodge of stuff I've muddled together. You see my little token out here?
Mm-hmm.
You can see the fences and stuff around the. So
Barricade. Yeah.
yeah, so this is representing the corner of Dr. Troy's building. So when you come out of the back of it, there's a barricaded fence that you look like you guys could, you know, slip through or scooch over and get out into the street. But when you look across the street, this is some kind of complex. This whole across the street, there's like a couple of towers, and you see some movement up in the towers. There's up on the hill. There's a big hill, you know, a good 200 yards that way. You can see a huge, massive, some kind of keep or mansion, or it's all walled compound, and you could see some movement around it. So only across the street, actually, that can almost look down or at your building is some kind of fort.
I bet Dr. Troy's over there.
I bet you Oregon can't run all the way to the top of that hill.
And you guys do kind of hear the bleating of some goats over in that area.
Hey, is that your mother calling?
Yeah.
What is that noise?
So, to the north of the building that you guys are in is another street almost identical to this one. You know, the fence and everything, but you can see more of a open area over there on the north side. There's buildings and stuff, but beyond the first row of buildings, you think it maybe a park or something. You don't know. And then the
Are we able to see the goats?
where are you in relationship to the goats? Like,
Well, if I hear them,
like you're over
like,
here, like peeking through the
what?
fence, or do you go out into the street and wander around?
Oh, I definitely don't go through the fence.
So you're trying to see them. Give me a
Chicken.
perception check. Let's see if you can make out where
But
they're at. You can
I
hear
agree.
them. They're
I don't
down
know
the
what they
street
are.
somewhere.
Never heard this before.
Never heard a goat before.
Kind of annoying.
Yeah, there wasn't one of those little things where you pull it, you know, and it's a goat goes.
The goat
Old
says.
McDonald's farm, and yeah, you didn't have one of those growing up. Yeah, they're over here behind this in this yard or something by that building.
Let's go see
Marley's
what it
trying to
is,
talk
Ord.
to him.
There's
I don't
people.
understand what you're saying.
You can. There's like somebody's up in this tower, like right across the street. There's somebody up there.
That looks like. Yeah, I stare off space for a second. That I believe that a goat. Their young are called kids. They can be eaten, and they also provide milk.
Well, we should go eat one then.
Apparently, they're
Or at
very
least get some
annoying
milk.
sounds.
We're not going to get any information out of them. Is that what you're saying?
No, they do not speak.
Okay.
Does anybody speak goat?
Give me enough time with my pike, I'll make them talk.
What about dude up there? Hey, we see you.
Wave. Hey!
Are you guys trying to get his attention?
I'm going to slip back into the shadows.
You can go back in the kitchen. You think it's pretty dark inside if you turn the lights off. Are you guys trying to get the guy in the tower's attention?
Yeah.
Like you're just like standing on the other side of the fence yelling, "Hey!"
Yeah.
So yeah, you see him. He like looks back at you, and he comes over to the edge of the tower. He says, "What do you want? Who are
Hey,
you?"
where'd Dr. Troy go?
What do you mean, where Dr. Troy went? What is it of my business where that strange guy goes?
Because I see you up there peeking and peeking around at everybody. You can see everything. Don't you kid me? Mm-mm.
So it's my job to keep track of Dr. Troy? I don't think so.
Oh, so you don't get paid to keep track of Dr. Troy. You just do it because you're kind of a freaky peeper type guy.
Give me a persuasion check there, Marley. How close are you to this guy? You're still across the street?
No, I'm probably standing down here the other side of the barricade because I can't get to it. What'd you say, persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, do you want me to come down there and bring a patrol with me? Do you know who this fort belongs to? And he
Does
points
the patrol?
No,
And he-
but I bet you're going to tell me, aren't you?
and he points behind him, and you could see like up on the hill there's the main structure of the keep or whatever, and there's a flag flying over the top of it. It's dark out, so you can't quite make it out. He says,
Well, does the patrol know where Dr. Troy went?
they probably do. I'm sure they will
Send him down here
answer
then.
all of your questions.
Well, obviously, you don't live here.
Well, they sound very nice.
I can't wait to meet him.
So
I think-
he starts blowing on a whistle. And you can see like commotion start, and several people start to move towards like the gates inside across the street, and the gates open, and several troops spill out of the onto the street, wearing armor and carrying weapons, and they all have some kind of tunic on, and the tunic looks like let's see if I got an image of it. Not notes, images. No. I'll find it here in a second. But it looks like a raven. Little character raven looking thing on there. And these guys all look, birdy. They got long noses and
Kinkus.
no, they're human. They just look,
They got that.
yeah, the hell like
Yeah.
Italian look with the long noses, and they're like what do you fellas want over here? As they come walking over to you, and you see them kind of got their hands on their weapons and stuff, and they're like, "You're looking for Dr. Troy," he says. What is it of you where Dr. Troy's at, huh? Who are you to him? We
We're
knows
hungry.
who he is. We don't know who you are.
I turn around, I look up at Dr. Troy's, and it says cough. Well, he's got a cough. He's got a cough.
Right, I understand he's got a cough, but who are you? We don't see you around here none. We know people who comes and goes around here. You don't look like none of them.
No, we're not nuns. No.
We're his friends.
So you got that right.
So you want to come in for questioning? Is that what you want? You want to meet? You want to meet
Is
the
it
black
warm in
dog?
there?
You want to meet the black dog, do you?
I like dogs.
Is that
We
what you're
never had
telling me?
one, but I like dogs.
Is there
Like
something
Jags.
not right with you?
Is he a good boy?
Why do we want to question a dog?
Dogs taste good.
Is there something not right with me?
So
I don't understand the
he looks a
question.
little confused. You know, there's like
He
a
wants what's in
barricade
your left
between you
hand.
two, right? There's like 5 of these guys. They don't look like chodes. They look like they probably have been trained a little bit, guards kind of thing. And
You know, I'm just,
so why don't you come? Why don't you come with us? We'll let you talk to the black dog. Come on. I'm sure he's interested in what you know of Dr. Troy. Come on, fellas.
no, it's us wanting to know of Dr. Troy. Is there something wrong with your head or something, mister?
Well, we're gonna find out, aren't we? So they
Can
kind
you
of
catch
start to
me?
scooch the barricades away so you guys can come out into the street.
I'm going to nudge Orig a little forward.
And you see the guard up in the guard tower kind of swivels up a heavy crossbow.
So, after interacting with these guys for a little bit, Marley wants to use his innate. Hey, you cheating me? Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Drake?
Yeah, I know what
You,
your
so just good at
ability
reading
is.
people. So just trying to read them. What are they intending to do? These guys got good intentions or bad
You
intentions?
think there's gonna be some kind of torture involved?
Hey,
The
mister, how about you pound sand in your pee hole?
like black dog doesn't sound
Black dog.
like a friendly meeting.
Yeah, well, we're not going anywhere with you.
He's like, "Oh, is that the facts, huh?" Well,
You see that frog guy right there? Don't
I
let him spit in your eye. It'll be all over for you. It'll even kill your mama.
I think we're about to find out who you exactly are doing in our neighborhood.
Oh, you can't catch me, chubby.
And
I'm gonna run.
hmm, which map? I think I'll put you guys over here.
We might be getting back to the basement sooner than we thought.
Just kind of putting you guys back over here a little bit. I'll unlock your tokens in a second.
Black dog, huh?
The DM
Reminds
is
me of the
not on the
song.
map. But, I'm still getting used to the little. Oh, oh. All right. So, oops. All right. So there are for the city guards, there's one here. On here. All right, so, and these two have come over and they are opening up the barricade. And that's where we're going to actually start one of these things.
Did you want to break first?
Yeah. So when we come back after a 10-minute break, we're going to find out if these guys are friendly or not.
And if we need to roll up new characters.
Yeah, if we get killed in the first session, then there goes all my art down the drain. Which, by the way, was done by P4D, Passion for Drawing. I think he did a great job. So I'm going to start a timer for 21:43, something like that. 21:43. Oh. By the time I get it on there, the break will be over. So right at 10 minutes, and I'll put on the slideshow and some pretzel, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. So go get some drinks and hurry up. Come back. Stop the music. Stop the timer. Stop the break. All right, everybody's getting back. Let's put the table up. Just so we don't. All right, so let's kind of set the scene a little bit again since break. You guys are out of the back of Dr. Troy's, out of the kitchen door. There's a few steps that lead down into an alleyway, and then at the back side of the building, there's a street that's been barricaded off with um, pilings and fences and stuff, and spilling out across the street of a complex that looks like originally it was um, probably a mansion, but it has been turned into some kind of fort with some tower structures built, and you gotten their attention across the street. They look like uniformed uh, troops, right? They all have a matching tunic that has a raven on it, and one of them moves forward and says, "You gonna come with us now? We gonna have some questions for you." As Orog, you're kind of, I'm imagining in the back a little, kind of in the shadows, hiding a little. Is that right?
Yes. Has he drawn a weapon?
Who, the guards?
Yes.
Yes, including the tower guard who has trained a heavy crossbow over the fence on you guys up here. I don't have a token on there yet, but I'm not sure what you guys are seeing on this map, though.
We
We
see
can
four
see the whole
guards.
map.
Yeah, you can pretty much see the entire map.
So you can see the complex over here?
You can see inside it, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's okay. I haven't really put line of sight or anything on that yet. But you can see that there's a massive compound up there, and there's rooms and stuff.
What I'm really focused on right now is that guy right there and that guy right
Yeah.
there. So that's as much as the map as I need, and I'm afraid that Marley's mouth might have got us in trouble.
So I'm going to ready in action. I'm still hiding. If I need to roll again, I can. But I'm going to ready. If he moves to attack somebody, then I'm going to try to disarm him with my whip.
Okay. I got you. So, yeah, so Durable Suit's like, he's like, you're gonna come with us now. We got some questions you need to answer. We don't know who you is. So, he's gonna, like, move over and, just kind of hold his spear threatening, and he's gonna
Now,
kind of
this is a barricade, right? This white thing that goes around here.
white thing.
Yeah,
There's a fence. Yeah,
white path that goes around there.
it's white to you.
It looks like a fence to me.
Yeah, it's a barricade
here.
fence. Yeah.
It looks white to me. It's like 5 feet wide.
Yeah, if you zoom in, there's sticks tied together.
I see the same thing. The white band all the way around.
This is, I posted
That's
in
what
Oh,
I
wow.
see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I see what Marbanya's got.
That's weird. Why does one client see one thing and another client sees another thing?
Wow. Okay.
All right, so
Look.
you should see the
Unshare and
fence. So
reshare the map.
does it make better sense now that you see the fence?
Yeah, there's a fence between us. That's just what I was. So he just
I just
moves
thought
forward. And,
I
Yeah,
thought Drake just got lazy and put a white mark on there.
no, Longteeth is moving the barricade out of the way. That's what he's starting to do. Durable Suits moves up and and he kind of holds his spear out. He's like, "You come with us," and he kind of gets defensive.
I closed and reopened the map, and it looks fine now.
Well, that's a good idea. It should be always
There
the
we
idea.
go.
Customer service. Did you
Have you restarted it?
Yeah.
That worked.
All right. S. So what's his reaction
S-
like? What's he doing?
S is gonna step up and he's gonna push the barricade back closed.
He's trying to wrestle with the guy, trying to.
Yeah.
So give me athletics in the tower, please. All right. So you're grabbing this thing, and the guy's like, "Hey, what? You got to come with us. Don't you do that?" Are you gonna say anything, or
No, you come with us.
you're still trying to keep it closed, though, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but okay.
No, it doesn't.
He's like, "Oh." Anything else?
We're trying to make the best sense of
Bonus
out of
action.
this first encounter as we can.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions that would that would help. I'm just waiting for violence to start.
It's building up, Marley. So you're like standing in front of these two, are like wrestling over the gate, right? They're trying to get the barricade off, and obviously Longteeth hasn't had a turn yet to roll his strength, but it doesn't look good. I mean, S has kind of wrapped his tail around the bottom of the fence and is squeezing it closed, like between the two posts, and wrapped around.
Oh, I'm gonna look at Longteeth here, and I'm gonna say, you've made a mistake. Look into my eyes. Save for city, blah blah blah. What's?
He failed. So
Oh, he failed. I can't see that.
yeah. So he's like, what do you mean I made a mistake, friend?
Explain to your friends that this is really unnecessary, and we'll just come back and try to find Dr. Troy later. Thank you very much. And Marley starts to walk away.
So he's like, yeah, they don't mean no harm. We should let him go. He's your friend now, right?
Yeah, he's.
So you cast charm person on him with your
there we go.
using
Yes.
your
Child, smiling child.
So how does that? Let's describe how that looks or is or.
These are not the PCs you're looking for.
Does he have some
Go about
kinda-
your business.
Does he have kind of some swirly eyes or anything going on?
Yeah, he's. No, look here. And yeah, it's more. It's
deeply
it's
into-
the
Oh, can we
it's
use
the
that one?
smile. And he kind of he
Into my eyes.
grins at him,
Yeah.
and there's like a ting. You know what is that Crest commercial or whatever with the ting comes off your teeth?
Yeah,
The
the
smiling child. Yeah.
Lens flare off your teeth.
There you go. Lens flare. I couldn't think of what the hell that was called.
So these guys are just in the back. They're just kind of ready with their spears kind of out. They're kind of watching what's going on, but they're more on the back side of the street, right? Callous right arm. So Longteeth, he's gonna quit like struggling with the gate, and he's gonna move over to Durable Suit. He's like, just let them go, man. They all right. Look, they're gonna go away. They're not gonna keep bothering us, are they? Are they? And
No. We're out. Yeah. Good
he's
evening,
trying to
gentlemen. Hey.
he's trying to persuade a Durable Suit to let you guys go. Dalgron.
Well, Dahlgren's gonna see this taking place, and he's gonna follow Marley if Marley turned around and walked away.
Yeah, so
Marley's
you
getting
guys
the
are
hell
like
out.
on the back side of Dr. Troy's. You know, there's a little bit down the left, down the alleyway. There's a set of stairs that goes into the kitchen. I don't know. Is the door open still? Did you guys close it when you came out?
Are we,
I mean,
do you
is
I
it
would have closed
close
it,
the
but
obvious?
door
not
behind you?
locked. It's closed, but it's not locked.
So it's not obvious that you guys were coming out of there or anything, right? You know.
Yeah, I'm not sure he needs to see us going into Dr. Troy's. If
I
we're
mean,
looking
they
for...
easily can from this point. So you're gonna
Yeah,
have to go like
yeah.
around the other side of the building, which is a pretty big complex. But is that the way you're heading,
Yep.
Marley? Like
That's
kind
my
of going
intention.
around the
Yes.
corner? Like, come
Yes.
on, guys.
Before Dahlgren leaves, though, he's gonna tap S on the shoulder and cast guidance on him and tell him keep that thing closed. Then he's gonna leave. Casey's got to roll again.
All right. What's
So,
doing?
Morkel, he's gonna look at durable suit and say, friend, listen to your comrade here. There's clearly been some sort of misunderstanding, and no need for any sort of violence. And he will he'll just take the dodge action for right now and see what they do.
Is he moving?
No, he's gonna stay right there.
So he kind of squats down and tightens up his club a little and Brock takes it the dodge action.
Yes.
Hey, what's going on over there? They coming this way? Vinny says. He's like, hey, we were in the middle of a spades hand back here. You know, I had you guys bid 15. You remember? Come on, back over here. He's kind of readied back there. You don't know what's going on. So your dodge action turns into top of the round.
Yeah. Listen to your friend. Go finish your card game. It was clearly our mistake.
Give me a persuasion since you're continuing to try to persuade this guy with your vast amounts of frogly charisma.
Yeah, that's not gonna
He's
work.
like, I don't like the way you're looking at me with them frog eyes and stuff.
And as he says that, Morkel licks his eyeballs.
He's like, whoa. Your dark vision clears up a little. So Longteeth is like, come on, man, let's leave him alone. You here, Vinny? We want to go play cards. Come on, leave him alone. And he starts to come back across the street a little, trying to convince his buddy to come with him. They ain't mean no harm. Oreg?
All right, so he's watching what's happening. I'm just gonna slip back a little bit. Still trying to stay hidden, not moving more than half my movement. I'll just go like 5 or 10 feet back. You want another roll?
No, you're fine. You're pretty.
Just staying along in the shadows.
Yeah, he's not really paying much attention to you, so you're kind of back around the corner a little bit. I'm imagining. The durable suit's like, so you guys moving along then, huh? Are you? Kind of backs up a little bit and looks at you guys. Are you guys gonna leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So they go back over across the street. And
Level up.
level up. And we don't have to do new character art.
These guys all come walking out here in plate mail and shit, and I'm like, oh well.
plate
city
mail.
guard.
They got chain shirts and a shield, but still, that's on an AC of
That's
16.
more than we. That's more than we need. I can't
Mar-
believe it.
Mar- I don't think it's a good idea to piss people off, Marley.
When we
I
get back
didn't.
around the corner,
Clearly, guys, that wasn't my fault, really. I mean, they just got testy. I don't understand any of it.
Oh, yeah, he clearly overreacted.
Thank you.
grab
Thank
something
you,
from my
Marshall.
pouch, stick it in my
Wanted to
mouth,
fight.
and start munching. This is exactly what the doctor warned us about. They tried to take us away. We really need to go back inside.
Well, you might have a point. So
At
if we
this
got,
We
point,
just need to
Tess
go a
is gonna
different way.
agree. He's cold.
yeah, if it's
Oh yeah, it's
starting to move real
it's,
slow.
S
It
is
the
freezing
low.
out here.
I think 25 was the
It's about to go
high,
to sleep.
so it's pretty cold.
Perhaps Dr. Troy will be back shortly.
Yeah, we better
I'm
get,
sure
get
we
Troy
will. He
to
always
talk.
come back.
Come on.
Has there been any time that I can remember where he's been gone like this for a long period of time?
No. I mean, you might have not seen him for a couple of 3 days. That's not uncommon. But for no one to bring you food or whatever, that's what's weird. I mean, he might have not come down, but somebody was making food up top. You always
There ain't
assumed it's him.
there's
Okay.
something that's not right.
Yeah, like these people's attitudes. I expected warmer welcome our first time out.
The
Well,
doctor
when we
told
get
us they're not used to seeing frogmen and bugbears and stuff. Plus, S isn't exactly normal.
Marley
They're
looks at
uglier
S.
than we were.
Oh yes, no argument here. S, perhaps when we get back, you can talk to your friend the air elemental.
Ugly, soft, pudgy faces.
See if he knows more than he's letting on.
Well, you guys do get back. Is that what you guys want to like go around and then come back and sneak back in?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not a hard thing to do. There's a couple of people, but you guys get back inside. What are you guys gonna do for the next couple of hours? It's like late in the middle of the night. Obviously, your
Eat.
sleep schedule is kind of weird, but
Find a warm place to curl up in a winter blanket.
let me
Eat.
Well, the warmest place is probably cuddling with Oreg.
probably, especially when he's got his whip out.
Ooh.
Gets things heated up.
And I'll turn my cloak back around once we're inside.
So let's take a leak back at this interior map. I'm gonna turn this outside stuff off. So. And put you guys back over here.
I don't necessarily want to go back down in that hole. I'll just hang out up here.
Are you guys are eventually going to
Yeah.
open this door over here that's locked because there's a key hanging somewhere for it. So I'm going to open this for you. Back here.
The one to the north? Oh, okay.
It's a storeroom.
Anything of note? More food?
Not so much food, but the ability to store food. There might be some, flour and general ingredients in here, but nothing immediately edible, right? If you could
wine.
probably put some stuff together and make some bread or something, but
I'm taking some wine right here, bottle of wine back down to my room, stashing all this shit that we stole.
yeah, I don't think I have it in the shop, but a bottle of wine is probably something that Dr. Troy would enjoy every now and then. So I would say you could find a bottle of wine.
Are both these bedrooms used?
This bedroom doesn't look like it's been used in a while, but it is clean. It is kept very clean. Obviously with unseen servants
What?
running around cleaning everything.
Dahlgren's kicking back on the bed. Got his legs crossed.
Oh,
I don't see why we can't sleep up here. We don't have to go back down in the hole.
Well, stoke the fires. We'll stoke the fires.
The
'Cause we got
windows
some
look,
firewood here.
closed, but they don't look totally private. If somebody came up to the outside and kind of tried to look in, probably could see a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? They're not total blackout windows.
Peeping Toms?
Don't you guys want to go back and sleep in your own bed, nice and comfy?
Well, no, I've been down here for 15 years.
Yeah, S wants to go back to his den.
It's warm down there.
He's got a nice, comfy little spot.
If we go down, we might not ever get back out again.
Ignore the bones under the bed.
Is that Dr. Troy?
Did you? Oh.
So, like, when the sun comes up, where are you guys?
I'll be down in my room.
Well, I'd be in a bed somewhere, and it wouldn't be with Dahlgren, so I guess I'd go back downstairs.
Or he could
There's
also
another
go
bed in the other
downstairs.
room.
I'm going to go back downstairs, sleep in my bugbear-sized bed.
Where's your character at, Valtrix?
Yeah, Morkel will go back down as well.
So, Dalgron, you're the only one upstairs? And
I think Marley went to the other room.
Marley's in his bed.
Oh,
over
so
here.
you two and the rest of you are downstairs? Okay. I'm not going to pull you guys downstairs on the map because something's going to happen up here. But we're going to just say you're over here in the corner downstairs. You're all piled up down. Stuck in the elevator. But there is a knock at the door. Knock, 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 knock at the front door.
And the sun's up, right? It's morning.
Oh yeah, you can see the dim light of what is blasting through the overcast and hazy day of Waterdeep. That the sun is up.
Out?
So it went from darkness to dim light is all you get in Waterdeep these days.
So
where's
can
the front
peek
door?
out the curtain here and see if anybody's out there?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I've got to figure out the. You want all your rolls in the tower, right?
As a general, yes.
Yes. At the tower buried. It's an easy target to hit.
So it looks like a human. It's a big guy. He's got something on his back that doesn't quite look like a backpack. It looks bulky. And he looks like he's a traveler kind of looking thing. He's got like a big walking stick.
Dahlgren, it's a guy with the
raps
thing
on the
back.
door again.
Who is it?
We want no well-wishers.
He's like,
We already got
Dr.
one.
Troy? Hello?
Dr. Troy's not here, man.
Dave's not here.
You hear him. You hear a little bit of a shuffle, and then you hear footsteps leading away. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna open the door and peek out.
Yeah, look outside.
So
Where'd they go?
A little bit down the street, you can see the big guy kind of like running away, trying to carry this.
Did he?
Something's heavy on his back. He's like, he looks
I'm
like
gonna
he's.
whistle at him.
You see him like dart around the corner on the next alley up, as fast as he could dart with this heavy thing on his back.
Maybe he knows where Dr. Troy is. But I guess if he did that, he wouldn't be knocking at our door.
No, I don't think he expected anybody to be here.
No, I
he's
think
a
he
creeper.
expected Dr. Troy. You think he's a creeper? Another one of them peeping toms?
He's a creeper, man.
It's a peeping Tom.
Go down and ask Gorig. He knows more about creepers than anybody I know.
I'm not going downstairs. Might not get back out.
Well, holler down the stairs and tell him this guy, and tell him which alley, and I'm gonna go follow him, and I'm gonna take off running out the door, and tell Dalgren to go get the other guys.
Oh shit! If you take off running, I'm going to take off running downstairs to get yell at everybody. Get up here! He took off.
Well,
I'm just gonna go to the alley that he jotted down, no farther. If I can't see him, I'm just gonna stop right there.
So you can see, like, let me bring up that image again, give you an idea how you can see. So this is basically the morning light, right? So it's not very. And he ran off that direction, and you're coming out on the front step, and you look down. It's kind of foggy and misty, and it looks like he could hide pretty easily from you. But you trot down the first 100 feet or so and look down the alleyway, and you could see him. He's probably moved another 40 feet down the alleyway, so you can still see him down there, and he's looks like he's trying to take this thing off of his back and set it on some barrels or something that are down the hallway as you peek around the corner. Give me a stealth
I'm not
check.
going. I don't want to go down there with these guys.
I'm trying to imagine that you're not trying to be seen either, right?
Yeah.
By him in particular.
Yeah, by him.
All right, so do you like run and see him at the corner, and you go to back up to get out of view because he kind of glances, and you freaking just kick a rake, and it bonks you in the head, and you're like, ow, and you jerk down because you got a 6 for your stealth.
Yeah.
And he looks right at you, and you see him he starts to shuffle the thing back on his back again, like he's gonna take off again.
Does it look like a body?
No, it looks like maybe a small barrel or a cask or something. It looks heavy, whatever it is.
Dr. Troy
It's
said
like in
we
some
get
kind
you.
of satchel sack or straps on it.
Dr. Troy sent me. He did. He said, come get you.
He's like, those are lies. Dr. Troy's never had anyone in his home.
Well, now that is just complete nonsense. I was just in his home. Come
He's
on
like,
back. It's about time for breakfast. We'll fix something, and we talk to Dr. Troy about it.
He's like, can I just...
Marley just turns around and walks off.
Are you... Wait. You hear him shuffling, coming towards you now.
No, I can't wait. My stomach's grumbling.
You keep walking back towards the...
Yeah.
You see him come around the corner again, strapping this thing back on his shoulder. He's like, wait. We have to finish our arrangements. Are you going to take possession of this for Dr. Troy?
Well, absolutely, but we got to get... There's mean people that live right there in that tower. Now, come on.
He's like, yes, inside the front door. So he'll follow you back and come inside the front door with you. He's a
Are we
big.
upstairs at this point?
Yeah, you guys are probably just coming up the stairs about now. As Marley comes in the front door with this big guy. He's a human. He's bearded, kind of no really any kind of armor on, but muscular, and he's got this harness that he's wearing that's got like a small cask in it, and he kind of swivels it down and sets it on the floor, and it makes a big thump. And he's like, here's the package. And he looks at you
Appreciate
guys as you kind of come around the corner.
What's
I
in it?
don't know what the rest of you guys doing.
Gentlemen,
I'm going to
this
try to
is
sneak and just sort of stay in the shadows, watching. I'm very curious, but I don't want to be seen.
Yeah, he's like
What's in
right,
the package?
he's like right at the front door, pretty much.
I'm sorry, who am I supposed to tell Dr. Troy you was anyway?
No, you're
You
not.
stopped by? Yeah, I'm
He-
not.
He's
Okay.
expecting this, and he points down at the the bag or the cask. He
Well,
ordered it. I am
would you be
just the
so
delivery
kind?
guy.
You're kind of a big feller, and you can see that I am not. Would you be so kind as to put that in the storeroom, please?
He's like, I have fulfilled my agreement.
Oh, come on, just
He's
a little
kinda
bit further, heck.
Peeking out the
Just-
door a little bit, like he's getting ready to step
Shh,
out.
Hey, they're looking over here.
Are you
I'm
gonna give him
that's
one
the,
of your eyeballs?
that's the mean people across the. That's the mean. Let's see them over there. They're watching you. Get back in
The
here.
peeping
Shh,
Toms?
close the door. No, the mean people from last night in the tower. Shh, get back in here, big guy.
He's like, who are you talking, mean people?
Those over. See him looking at us.
You,
Shh, oh my God! Shh, I think they saw you come in here.
the fort's actually that way, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
They're walking the streets.
Marley's just trying to bluff him anyway. Deception.
Yeah, I guess the fort is. You're right. He's like, I can't stay here. I have to get back.
But
Maybe a
what if
moment
they
or
see
two.
Well, while you're here
Who
a
are
moment or
you?
two, just
Where is Dr. Troy?
I am Marley. I am Dr. Troy's nephew. But if you'll just be so kind as to carry that in, you got to be here hiding anyway until them people go away. They're mean, I'm telling you. They tried to stick some people with a spear sometimes.
He like picks the thing up and kind of walks slowly, and he looks at Dalgron and he says, "Are you a cousin or a
Well, no, he's a
brother?"
dwarf. He wouldn't be related. Oh my
And
gosh.
then he sees S, and he kind of stops and staggers back a little bit.
I'll smile, showing my fangs.
He's an experiment.
I
Don't worry
didn't
about
know
that.
the shop was open. As he kind of comes around the corner a little bit. Like he knows that this is a shop, at least. You guys expect that. He's like, where do you want this?
Yeah, if you don't mind, right through here and show him the storeroom that where was it? It was off the front of the store over there. So.
Through the kitchen.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'll bring it in and set it down in the storeroom. He's like, perhaps I could go out this door. He goes over to the back door.
When he sets it down and he turns around and looks at me, I'm gonna give him the eye. I'm gonna give him the smile.
You're gonna give him the.
Bling!
Now, what did you say again? What is your name?
He says his name is.
You
I am
remember me.
Delivery Guy 1.
Delivery Guy 1.
My name is Tony.
Well, Tony, do
My
you
mother
often
called
bring
me
things here?
Anthony.
I've never seen you here before, Anthony. Anthony.
Well, that's because Dr. Troy doesn't have any family.
Well,
And he
yes,
looks right at you.
Look at me. I mean,
Yes.
shoot.
I understand you believe you're Dr. Troy's family.
Well, that's what I've always been told.
Mm.
Don't know if I'd believe any other.
How long have you known Dr. Troy?
I've known Dr. Troy for 2 seasons.
It's not very long.
Says it kind of weird, right? 2 seasons, like you guys would know. He's like, oh, 2 years. Why? How long have you known him?
A little longer.
He looks at the dwarf with suspicion.
Just a little longer than 2.
He's like, I'm not sure I want to know what's going on here. Is it safe for me to leave yet? He's still nervous as shit looking at you guys.
Marley comes over here and looks.
He
up
does
to me.
have.
Oh God,
he does
no!
have.
Close the drapes. That's them.
He does have like a short sword on him. You know, it's not like very visible, but you can definitely tell he's got a short sword and a staff, big walking stick.
Did you see what was in the
How old is he?
in the
25, 30, young, human, big guy, dirty. Looks like he walks a lot. He's got, heavy shoes, traveling kind of clothes.
Sort of like a delivery guy.
Yeah, like a delivery guy. I think he
courier?
might deliver stuff for a living. Specifically stuff that's heavy and is now currently in your storage unit.
He has brown clothes with a
Little
gold
brown
symbol,
shorts.
gold symbol. I'm gonna try to sneak into the storeroom while he's talking to Marley.
Wait,
Take a look at that cask.
I don't think you're going to be able to sneak past him. He's going to see your
And they
big
go
ass.
back out.
I'm imagining he's standing right here by the back door of the kitchen trying to get out.
He's,
Oh, okay.
he's
Yeah,
standing
I
here
wouldn't be able
asking
to.
me if it's clear yet, and I said, no, see him, look, they're right over there looking off that the guy in the
Oh,
tower.
so you got him to come back out to here after the storeroom?
Yeah. He asked if it was okay
Did
to
you charm
leave
him?
yet. Well, I tried, but there's nothing to drop a.
Well, what's this? What's the safe?
DC 10.
Intelligence? What?
Wisdom DC 10.
He's like, would love to hear a song about your mom.
Well, she was a streetwalker. Her name was.
He's like,
No.
I have to get back before shift change.
Back to where?
I have to
Yeah,
get
where'd
back
you
to
go?
the trade board. I have to
Trade
pass
ward.
through several checkpoints, and I only know the early shift people, and my bribes are only good for them.
Where
So
did
I
you
haven't
pick
much
this,
time.
Where'd you pick the cask up at? If you just delivered it for somebody, did you pick it up someplace?
Why do you need to know these things?
Well, because Dr. Troy's going to ask. Sure.
He for sure knows where the cask came from.
Okay. Well,
Well,
appreciate it. Look, they're gone. No, I don't know. I'm waiting to see if.
Yeah, as soon as they come out of that room, I'm going to slip through this door and go look at the cask.
All right, so it's a wooden cask. On the side of it, there's a halfling, like like etch a sketch burned into the side of it,
Okay.
with some like a honey barrel and some bees flying around. It looks like a logo, the best to describe it. And the barrel is full of honey, like fresh honey.
Damn, it'd be heavy.
I'm gonna
That's what I'm saying. It was a freaking heavy ass thing.
I'm gonna take the things I put in my pouch and dip them in the honey and set them over here on the counter for a minute.
To dry.
And when they're dry, I'll put them back in my pouch.
It looks like pretty good honey. I mean, what do you say about honey, right? So honey's always good.
Yeah.
S does not like honey.
The
Well,
the
if word
the
comes
deer
out,
candy that you guys get from Dr. Troy is
Yeah.
honey based. So
or if word comes out and just kind of gives Marley that look like it ain't nothing, he says, "Well, they're gone now, and we'll see you later." And he just kind of escorts the guy to the door.
and he quickly vanishes into the morning mist.
Yeah, let him go. The guy with the crossbow can have him.
So let's do no, not that. Let's do morning. We need to keep track of days and stuff, so it is now 8 a.m. of the second day of Hammer. Hammer time. Evening crescent is the moon. That's going to come into play, the moon. So, no Dr. Troy this morning. But
How about food?
sounds like there's more people about outside.
After meeting those people last night, Marley's not so sure he wants to meet.
Yeah, it was daytime. We can go out in the day. The sun is awesome.
How would you know?
Marley's got pasty.
I
white
read
skin.
about it.
That was
He-
a children's book.
Dalgron's got a story about the lamplighters in Waterdeep are kind of his thing.
Dwarves liked it underground.
He doesn't know any other dwarves.
I'm a different dwarf.
It's just
You're
what
a
you
sun dwarf?
read. You think that you read somewhere that dwarves like it underground. Hey, look, there's a dwarf underground. Look, there's a picture of him.
Well, we've been underground for 15 years.
Well, the only other person we know who might know anything is that air elemental.
With a 6 intelligence, so
Yeah, he's pretty dumb.
Yeah. I don't know if we can get much out of him.
A windbag.
Well, maybe some of the people who live in these other buildings out here saw what happened to Dr. Troy.
Sure, if we ask around, somebody's bound to have seen him. They got to know who Dr. Troy is.
they probably do. It's the question is do they know who you are?
They seem very suspicious of.
Right? I mean,
unknown
you guys
people.
get the impression
Yeah.
that people know each other, right? Like, do you know your neighbor?
Don't like him.
Right? But wonder if there was 5 people that were living in his house and you don't see him around. Would you be suspicious?
I still wouldn't want to see him.
You still wouldn't want to see him, but those 5 people would be kind of suspicious, right? You would be like, who are these people? Why are they asking us where this guy's
Not-
at if they're in his house?
Not considering my neighbor, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
But, the general idea of
I've
You
got
just
neighbors
start
that'll
knocking
come
on your
over and help
neighbor's
them load my
doors.
shit up.
What's that?
I've got neighbors who'd come over and help them load my shit up for a fair share. They live back here behind me. Yeah, Marb Anya. Yeah, he's gone. I'll help you load his shit up. Give me a cut.
I only know my neighbors that have or had dogs. That's a pretty good amount of my neighbors, but still. And ones that walk their dog. There's several people in here that don't walk their dogs, and there is no yard. It's a courtyard.
That's crazy.
So what do they do?
I guess they hose it off. I don't know. I carry the little poop bags around, and I put them in the little trash can. So noontime. What are you guys doing? You're at a
We're just
loss.
gonna have to go
You guys
look for him
You
ourselves.
guys want to try to break in back here? The magical lock? Spend some
Yeah.
time.
Yes, would get tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it enough time. I think you guys could probably get through that. It's arcane locked. So that's just smashing it down, right? And then the lock is... I mean, smashing the door down is an option. I mean, that's for sure. Easy enough to do.
I'll just crowbar the
Unless
hinges
anyone has, like, wants to try to pick the lock, which is a DC 25. Is it even possible?
I
open
guess
it?
bardic
Do it, Orig.
inspiration if I needed to.
Or smashing it down is a DC 20.
I give him guidance.
19 or 20 will pick the lock.
Oh yeah. Well, here's some
Let me give you guidance.
bardic inspiration to Orig.
So you can do it. That's within your math to do it. And eventually,
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
29, not a problem.
Damn.
So I love the lock button that the DM could put on. So you guys open up this room back here. Huh? It's a laboratory of sorts, where it looks like potions and stuff are made, and deer candy and stuffs. Nothing's complete, but
mushrooms.
with some research, you guys can possibly make some stuff back here.
I guess these are his notes and his recipes and things.
Of sorts, yes.
Yeah.
This is considered a laboratory
Nice.
for brewing alchemic and stuff like that. So.
Well, let's see. I think I've got.
S, you do find
do.
there's something back there. Uh-oh, a little secret door behind this bookcase reveals some more experimentation on inside one of these glass containers. You guys see bodies in there, and it's alive. It goes,
Ooh.
opens its mouth and twitches
Kill
a
it.
little as it sees you guys.
Is it restrained?
It's inside of a glass container, like a lung. What's the thing's called? The lung?
The iron lung.
The iron lung, yeah. It's like she's in an iron lung.
Whose footprints are these?
You
Dr.
don't know.
Troy's?
They look
Oh.
human. They could be Dr. Troy's.
And all this blood on the floor.
You don't know.
Bloody handprints.
These are like
Maybe-
bits and pieces of body parts laying up on the...
Somebody's doing surgery.
You can tell that they're been black ice infected. The
What
body
about that
parts.
book?
Can I do a medicine check to see how old the blood is and all that?
There's
Oh,
the
dried up?
blood's the blood's just representing multiple spillages and and dirty stuff all over the place. Not necessarily one incident. You know what I mean?
Ooh, there's a brain.
Yeah.
So his public front is a potion shop, but privately it looks like he's experimenting on black ice zombies.
Oh, and people who are immune to it. Children that
the realm of
Children
research
that are
around
immune
black
to
ice.
black eye.
children that
Yeah.
like special children. This is a rare thing that you guys have. I don't know if your characters realize that yet or not, but
This is the home for special children.
Are we special?
Where's the door? That's not the door. There's the door. Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm special, boy.
all right. So I think you guys have found everything in here as far as the rooms go.
Let's see.
Better close that door back up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave a note here on the desk saying that I opened the lock. We didn't take anything from here.
Put it on the pile of notes that are over there.
Do we find indication that he's been in here last couple of days?
Anything in his notes?
He doesn't. It doesn't look like these are diary or a journal that has dates specifically in it. But this room looks like it's been, somebody's been in here recently. Maybe you can tell that one of the lanterns has run out of fuel or something. I mean, how do you
Any
tell if
Bunsen
somebody's been in
burners?
a room in the last couple of days unless they left a note saying I was here at this date? That he didn't do that. So
Cup of coffee,
yeah.
snacks.
A lot of that gets cleaned up by the unseen servants. But if this door was locked, then they probably couldn't have gotten in here.
So I'm going to try to lock it back up again.
I'd say it's a padlock kind of thing, so you could just, snap it locked again.
Oh, that's what I'll do.
All right, fellas. What is going on?
Did it do your math on your food when I gave you the long rest?
Mhm.
Oh, scroll back up and look. So Marley didn't eat any food or drink
Well, I
any
did.
water, so now he's got a level of exhaustion.
What now?
And
Well, actually, when you pushed the rest, I ate food and drank water.
not according to the part on the actions tab.
You got to eat it before the rest is pushed.
Yeah, you have to do it
Not
before.
after.
So when are we supposed to do that? Just anytime?
Anytime before the rest.
Yeah.
So like now?
For today? Yeah. Anytime your character eats food for the day, he should use that. It's a roleplay tool too.
So we should push the plus or the minus?
The plus to consume it.
Ah.
Now, see, hit the minus if you're going to go purge afterward.
Binge and purge.
It's like that wasn't good mushroom stew. So, what do you guys think? I think there's going to be another knock at the door. About noon.
Who is it?
You hear another knock at the door.
I'm going to do my best Dr. Troy impersonation.
Uh,
Who's there?
he's like,
Hello? Are you open? This door's not usually locked at this time of day.
there's like a little curtain on the front door. Do you look out the door?
Yes.
You see two of the soldiers that are wearing the raven emblem on their shirt. And then there's another big fat old guy that's got some kind of symbol that you probably might do. Is your character trained in history?
S is.
Well, your S is not looking out the little
No.
window at the guy wearing
Nope.
the thing.
No, I'm gonna turn around and go.
So he's
"It's
got
the
some kind
cops!"
of faded like symbol on his uniform, but broadly bright red is another symbol, like a unit patch kind of symbol kind of thing going on. That's red and black, and it looks newer than the symbol on his uniform. And he's like standing there like impatiently waiting kind of guy.
I'm sorry, we're not open today.
Spring cleaning.
He's like, and he points to his logo, his red and black logo on his shirt.
He's like, I think you are open today for my inspection.
Fellers, I think we're in trouble. Marley starts getting.
What kind of
nervous.
inspection is it?
It's the cops. It's the cops.
Bang, 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 bang.
They bang on the door again.
S will open the door. What?
You see, they all look at you very confused, S. And they kind of shuffle towards their weapons a little. And the big guy steps slightly back, like defensive, and he says,
Who are you? You're not Dr.
Why are
Troy.
you banging on my door? You're noisy. You hurt my ears.
Do you know who I am?
Should I?
Yes, you
hear
should
that
know who
door?
I am.
and the other two guys, the Ravens, both nod and look at him nervously.
I'll turn back to Morley. Or Marley. Who's the fat one?
I don't know, but them other two's the mean guys that.
Well, who
Those
are you
mean
calling
girls, I
fat? I am insulted. Well, I will have you in irons before the night is over.
Why? Fat
Because
is good.
I
Means
can
you've
do
eaten
these
well.
things. I am a black dog.
Well,
He
you're
points
not
to his
black.
logo again on his uniform.
Or a dog.
Well, what's the logo look like?
Um,
A black dog? Is it a black dog?
no, it looks like
It's a red dog. Red black dog.
how do I not have an image of it? Oh, it's one word, not two.
Nice.
That's cool.
The emblem that's faded on his uniform looks like this.
That's the old Waterdeep symbol, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So this guy used to be Waterdeep and now belongs to a private army.
Maybe they all do.
Do we know anything about the Black Dog Army?
Well,
Why does everybody want to kill us?
the flag at the fort across the way, across the street, has this flag flying above it, but you guys didn't see it last night because it was dark out.
Okay.
Well, but they did say something about black dog last night.
Yeah, the black dog.
Yeah.
You get the impression that the Raven guys are subordinate to the black dogs. I mean, that's definite. But this guy is in charge. This Black Dog guy. And
So why are you here?
He's like, well, I've been looking for Dr. Troy. My inspection is today. He's expecting me.
he looks around.
He didn't tell us about you.
Yeah, I don't even know who you are. I've been here many times. I've never met you before. I'm getting concerned.
Well, I don't know who you are either, and we've been here many times, never met you, but that don't make no difference. Come on in if you got to inspect. I don't know what you're inspecting, and Marley just keeps mumbling as he walks away.
Latrini's that way.
Yeah, he looks at S, and he does come in. The two guys kind of following behind him loosely, but on edge a little bit. And
Why
he
are
comes.
your men nervous?
My men are not nervous. They are
sweat
concerned
stinks.
for my safety.
Are you in danger?
I
A
think I
bunch of
might be.
kids.
I don't know who you guys are.
As he comes in the door, he's looking around a little nervously. Are
We're the
you
Oreo
open?
cookie gang.
Where's Dr. Troy at?
S just shrugs.
So he comes in and looks around a little, and he's like,
D-
The
What?
floor is swept. It's
I
clean.
mean, it does look clean and everything. He's like,
So, Dr. Troy usually, lets me have a few items, without any questions. Do you mind if I look around a little?
Unfortunately, Dr. Troy's not here, so
Right, I understand.
We
That's
were not
what
authorized
concerns
to
me a
approve.
little. I don't know who you are. Perhaps you're thieves and you're robbing the place.
well, aren't you the one who just wanted something for nothing? That sounded like a thief to me. Believe me, I'm gonna tell Dr. Troy that you was here. I'm telling him.
I look
We ain't
forward
taking
to
nothing.
it. Perhaps we should all sit down and get comfortable.
he looks at, he's like, Corporal, why don't you go get a patrol? And one of the guys starts to head towards the door.
Well, I suggest you get a cushion to put under that ass of yours because you're gonna be sitting for a while. We've been waiting for him since yesterday.
And who might you be?
Well, I'm Marley.
Well, I understand your name, but what is your association with Dr. Troy? And why are you in his home? Or I should say, his office. Are you robbing him?
No.
It seems to me that you're trespassing.
Did somebody come and press trespassing charges against us or something?
Not yet, but I am the man that can do that. If you
We've
don't
been
start answering my
friends.
questions.
We've been friends with Dr. Troy for a long time.
So you're friends with Dr. Troy, and you're just visiting
Yeah.
him and he's not here? That doesn't qualify you for not trespassing.
That's kind of up to the person who lives here to decide whether we're trespassing or not, and Dr. Troy's not here right now.
So, on his behalf, I would have to look out for his personal interests now, wouldn't I? And
That's
secure
kind of
this.
what I'm thinking when you're wanting to take stuff for free.
It is just a agreement that Dr. Troy and I have. It's not for free. He donates it to the Black Dog Army,
In exchange for what?
in exchange for our protection.
No.
Protection from what?
So you're in a mob.
The mob? I don't follow you. What is it? We're not a mob. We're an organized army. Are you not familiar? Are you not from this area? You have me confused.
Well, I think he was confused when you walked in here.
Absolutely.
Well, make yourself comfortable. Hopefully he'll be along soon. We've been waiting on him since yesterday.
Well, generally, I don't usually have to ask all these questions, but
Well, we don't either,
I'm
but here
getting
you
more
are.
and more concerned as things go on to why you're here. guests of Dr. Troy's, and he is not here. And he kind of wanders into the place a little bit more and starts looking around. He's like, it
All right.
looks like there might be some items missing here.
Oh, so now he's got an inventory sheet.
Well,
Dalgren.
he's looking around. I mean, there's like obviously potion of, climbing, with 3 empty vials missing out of the container where you guys have taken them out, and
We
right.
sold those.
Dr. Troy took them.
He sold them yesterday.
Oh, he had a good day yesterday, I suppose. Huh? That's a lot of potions. He's looking around.
Go check his logs. I'm sure he wrote it down.
His logs? I haven't been back here before. And he comes around the corner. Oh, I see. This is the back area, huh?
Is he on the map
So
somewhere?
I'm going to
No, but he's
grab the
right here.
inventory book and quickly denote several potions gone the day before. Or if there's no notes in there, I'll just put the notes
Somebody's
right in
tucked
there.
a little note of
Great.
exactly what was taken into the inventory book. So it's pretty
Just from me.
convenient.
And
to
who
do
took them?
Just the stuff I took. But I'm going to write in there, and I'll take my note away. Put the book back.
The
You
the
go
book's actually
hiding.
over here, but yeah, okay. He's like, I mean, do you show him the book? He kind of wanders around in here, but he sees you over there, like fumbling with the papers and stuff. He's like,
No, if he's there, I thought I was here with this, where the book is
no, the book with the
that
inventory is
I'm in
this
front
one
of,
here.
and a quill and everything else. I thought it was right here. So I'm going to try to, I'm not going to let myself be seen, so I'm just going to keep hidden.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Well, let's just say that I've got something in this hand and you've got nothing in your hand. What would it be that you would like in your hand that was out of my hand?
Say,
My best Gilbert Godfrey.
say 200 gold.
Which is terrible. What kind of donations does the good Dr. Troy make to the Black Dog Sniffers Society? Whatever.
He's like, well, as a guest of Dr. Troy's, I suppose it would be in your purvey to offer the Black Dogs a donation. As he kind of wanders back into the shop, starts looking at some of the items. It's like most of the good stuff is missing. He's like,
Well, we have no idea what he sold, but this is what he's got in stock right now. So, whatever you take, though, I'm going to put it on a list. I'm going to make sure he gets it.
well, I would be offended if he didn't know that you had made a donation on his behalf. This here, we have a problem with a mule. It's a rather large mule, and it doesn't want to listen. And one of my guys suggested that perhaps Dr. Troy had something that could be of benefit, but I don't see anything that would be of use out of all of this mundane stuff that's left. He's like wandering around looking at stuff.
Well, then just write down there on that piece of paper what IOU you want, and we'll make sure he gets it. He'll get it in stock for you, I guess.
I think I need to ask some more questions.
Here we go with more questions.
Is that patrol getting back soon, I hope? I'm not believing your stories.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Sergeant Schultz.
I know nothing.
Why do the black dogs ask so many questions?
I'm not sure if any. I can't roll an inspiration. Yeah. That was Sergeant Schultz. Hilarious.
So he's like, looks like he's impatiently waiting on the patrol to show up because he's not getting what he wants.
Well,
you,
Sergeant Schultz, we thank you for coming by. And we hope to see you this time next week. By the way, let the guards know out there that everything's okay here.
So you do understand that once you charm somebody and the charm wears off, they do know that you charmed them, right?
I know the spell works that way.
Your ability works very similar to the spell.
So I guess that guard's pretty pissed off this morning.
Would he know that?
But who
I
know
don't-
what?
I don't know that Marley would know that.
Sure. You've charmed enough of your brothers and sisters to know that after it wears off, they're pretty pissed at you.
Well, I just want him to be confused. I'm going to put some odds and ends in his hands. Yeah, he may think that he may think that something was wrong, but I mean, does he know that, hey, I've been charmed, or does he know that, what in the hell am I carrying this stuff for? Oh, I saw, is it more
Well,
of a
I mean,
confusion thing?
There's a difference between, physically casting a spell or an innate ability on somebody or just persuading them.
Oh, I see.
So, I mean, you could easily persuade somebody to do what you want without necessarily charming them.
Right.
So, what are you
right.
putting into his hands? He's got his hands out like he wants you to give him something, and he gave
We
you
still
some
have
clues of what he's looking for.
that animal friendship left,
Oh.
or speak with animals? Are either of those there?
I thought
Give
I
him a
saw
potion of
animal
climbing.
friendship, but it's not in the shop now.
Yeah, I'm going to give him this
Somebody
potion
took
of
it.
climbing. And let's see. Yeah, I don't
So,
have the animal friendship. I've got a potion of climbing, though.
I'll sneak the door open a little bit and just like set it on like a little side table right next to the door, and then close the door quietly and leave the potion of animal friendship right there.
I mean, like, so where somebody obviously is gonna find it, or just like tucked in
Yeah.
the counter
yeah.
where no one knows it's there.
No, where someone will find it, like right, outside this door,
So you like
back into the
look at
shop.
Marley and set it on the counter and go,
And Marley's like, well,
Yeah.
here, I'm sure this, look, this will be, and here, matter of fact, where's the party sheet?
"We don't. You don't have to physically do anything. Just finish what you're talking
Okay.
about." He's like,
Well, I'm going to give him the potion of animal friendship, the potion of climbing. He cannot have the potion of
Oh, that's a long one.
"All right, I have the stop all button though. Maybe you gotta spam it a few times."
It didn't sound like a friendly animal
So
to
you,
me.
so you, so you hand him the potion of animal friendship? Is that what you give him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He's
and the
like,
potion of climbing
he's like,
as
oh
I
look,
walk him to the door.
I, oh, I thought these things were sold, huh? Interesting. I'm glad you
Actually, they were
rediscovered this
sitting
in
over
your
there with.
inventory.
They were sitting over there on top of a piece of paper that said "For Dear Sergeant Schultz."
Oh, I see. I see. I understand. I understand. Well, I have many other things to tend to. This damn mule is not gonna get happy on its own, now is it? And he drops the stuff in his pockets and he kind of looks around at you. I expect to see you boys again next time I visit with Dr. Troy. Let's say if I don't, I'm gonna bring you all in for questioning.
I tell you what, if you don't find Dr. Troy, I'm gonna go and tell him you're not doing your job. How's that? Because we haven't seen him. He's not here. Haven't seen him in 2 days. He was here and now he's not here. He was here and now he's gone.
So you think I should bring the patrol in and see if we can start an investigation? Or you think he might have just gone on an extended trip like he does sometimes?
Well, he does that sometimes, but 3 or 4 days, and I'd
Well,
be
I will do
looking
what you
into it. But
wish. If you wish a patrol to come and start investigating, I can make those arrangements. You're talking to the right person. I have contacts with the Blackguard Army. He points to
I
his
tell you
label.
what, why don't you check back in a week, and if we haven't heard from him, we'll definitely launch an
Oh, you
investigation.
oh you think he might be on an extended trip? So a
I
week
have
and a
no
few
idea.
days.
I have no idea. It's not unheard of for him to disappear, and I'd hate for him to come back from a trip to the market or whatever, and here we are, just you know, having an investigation all through his stuff. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
all
like
of
that
his
at all.
property and
No,
impoundment. Yeah, I don't think he'd be very happy about when he came back from his trip about all that. His guests vacated, and the building belongs to the Black Dog Army. Yeah, I don't think he'd be happy about all that. But I
I
can
don't think the
start the
building would
investigation
ever
if you
belong to
just
the
give
Black
me the
Dog.
word, and I'll
Yeah,
make sure
no.
that happens for you. But another week, I'm sure my inspection team will be back this way before then. As he kind of wanders out the door, rubbing his glove across looking to see if it's dirty or not, like he's
Oh, he
inspecting something.
slippery piece of shit.
The two,
Did you guys get that?
the two Raven guys are just hanging out by the door, or out in the front by the front door, by the front as he goes out.
You work for that man?
You should have told him that he should mix them
They
potions
both
together. It makes them last longer.
they both shake their head no, like should kind of shrug. Like what do you do? That kind of impression.
You just escort him around town, let him strong arm everybody. I see. Well, have a good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, you do see several more of these Raven guys milling about on doing, you know, city patrol type of stuff. When you're
Now,
looking outside now that the sun has come up, the darkness has increased to dim light. That's how the sun comes up in Waterdeep these days.
so if we were to slip outside, or Marley, or maybe Orig or something goes to, is it just like this neighborhood, like Troll Skull neighborhood, is is that where the Black Dogs are, or do they control the whole city of Waterdeep?
Um,
Is it a bunch of gangs like that?
are you asking somebody or?
Well, I'm asking the DM. Like, if we get out and find that there were barricades around the neighborhood or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Well, what you can tell are the Ravens are like city kind of patrol, and Sergeant Schultz is the army.
so what used to be the city guard, the city watch, and the city guards. The Ravens are the city watch, and he's what the city guard used to be in Waterdeep, the army, the military.
Well, Sergeant Schultz used to be a member of the Waterdeep Guard, but now
Yeah.
he is a member of the Black Dog's army, who are werewolves. Including Sergeant Schultz. So, I don't know how your characters would know this immediately, but the Black Dog Army is the Lycan army of werewolves.
Well, I figured there was something to do with werewolves because you're keeping an eye on the moon phases, but
And the
that was out of character.
ravens are were-ravens.
Uh,
And guess who runs Troll Skull Alley, or Troll Skull Zone? The were-ravens. But there is a Black Dog Army guy here at the fort across the street. That's the Black Dog Army fort. But the ravens kind of run it, because it's in their territory. It's kind of vacant at the moment. But you guys will find that out as the campaign progresses.
okay.
Thoughts before next Tuesday?
So we've searched through a couple different times of his notes and things. Has there been any mention of other people in the city, other doctors he's working with, or other contacts that he has? Anybody that we could possibly talk to?
Any kind of like information that doesn't pertain to the function of the shop, you haven't found. So, but there probably are a couple of notes about where some of different kinds of ingredients come from. That kind of information. But you're unfamiliar with the area and all that because you haven't found a map or anything. So some of that information's kind of generic at the moment.
So,
But he did not keep precise notes to implicate anyone, if that's what you know.
nothing to indicate what kind of activities he's involved in.
Well, the potions
I mean, other than
and stuff
the
in the back.
Well, the experimenting. See,
Yeah, you
that's the
haven't
only thing
found
I'm concerned.
any journals that depict your experimentation or the Black Ice experimentations. Nothing in writing that you found.
So,
So if he does
mean-
have anything like that, he doesn't leave it laying around for anyone to find.
they
That
are
broke into
eventually
his
going
house
to
and into his
search this
secret
building.
compartments and stuff.
They're going to eventually search this building, and there's black ice zombies and body parts and shit in the back room.
Which in most cases you probably think that would be frowned upon. Yeah.
What if they find the stairways to the basement in the closet?
So you have officially met the sergeant in charge of the army in the Troll Skull Zone, Sergeant Schultz. So if the Black Dog army is in Troll Skull Zone, they're going to be at the fort where he is. You follow me? The Ravens are the ones that run the area, so, but they don't seem interested in inspecting things, you know what I mean? So you guys got some more discovery to do, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't come back in 3 or 4 days, we know something's going on, and maybe
if who doesn't come back in 3 or 4 days?
Dr. Troy.
We
Dr. Pops.
kind of suspected something might be going on now, but you're not sure.
It's already been 3 days.
Right?
Yeah, the food was out for a while.
So I guess what I'm trying to ask, because maybe I missed something, Do we have any clues to where to look, who to talk to, anything at all that we found?
No, that where Dr. Troy went, like, no.
Or his friends, or anybody in the city we can go to, or anything at all? Has he ever
So
mentioned it?
far,
So far,
everyone,
there was a delivery of some honey that has a logo on it. He ordered it. It got delivered. There's places like that that deliveries, logos of purchases, J Hobbs General Store where you got a box of pittance, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what specifically you're looking for, though. Did Dr. Troy leave a journal depicting exactly what he was up to and information for you guys to find? No, he did not leave anything like that. As a matter of fact, the place is pretty empty of any notes that could lead him to connection with other people. You know what I mean? It looks pretty empty of that. I mean, there are notes of if you mix this concoction and that concoction and this and that, you come up with this kind of thing, and it would take you a while to figure it out. But there are those kind of notes.
Well, we're going to have something to give to the sergeant to keep him happy, and he looks like he wants potions, so I guess we need to
ingratiate
be-
ourselves with him.
yeah,
somehow.
need to be studying up on how to make these potions, and we'll make him some stuff just to keep him quiet, because if they go to searching this building and find this is the only safe haven that we've got that we know of
We could
in this
also
city.
destroy the black ice zombie thing.
You also
Dispose of it.
are figuring out that this actually might be a store that people come into. Maybe not a lot of traffic because it's, more expensive
oddities.
stuff, but if somebody was standing out with a chicken suit on the corner trying to get people in the shop, you might sell some stuff too,
spinning a sign.
Make some
right?
income.
That's what I always say when the sales are down. I got to get my cabinet chicken suit out. Buy some cabinets from me, bok bok. Stand out by the street. So, that's it. That's session 1.
Session 1 of the bag.
Not much combat. Could have been.
No.
We almost got killed.
I don't know if you guys would have gotten killed. You definitely would have gotten knocked the fuck out, though. That's probably worse, though. Kidnapped.
And taken to the black dog.
Taken to the black dog. So, session 1 is over. Next Tuesday, we're going to do session 2. We're going to continue with the mystery of where Dr. Troy is gone. And why did you leave us here to figure all this shit out? Uh-oh. But, Thursday night, are you running your game Thursday night? I might have a slight problem Thursday night. I am prepping for a colonoscopy on Friday, so
Oh.
I don't know how much
Drinking
I'll
the
be
good
able to
stuff?
Well, the new thing is big tablets. You swallow the tablet, a session of tablets, so the
And then drink a
nasty
bunch of water.
taste is down in your stomach as you top it with water. The only downside is talking to the pharmacist. She's like, you should start your liquid diet a day earlier than they recommend for the tablets because I don't know, works a little differently, takes a little longer. She
Well,
goes,
that's
you
not
don't want to
really
have
for
to
you
do
to
all
worry
this.
about.
And then,
You'll be out. That's for
yeah,
the doctor to worry about. They got a vacuum for that stuff, man.
if it's too bad, they'll reschedule and you have to do it over again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're not clean enough, they're going to be like, nope, you got to do it over. You got to come back. So my thought is Thursday night I might be heading to the toilet a lot or something. I don't know how I'm going to feel.
Yeah, that's just I see your type /AFK, and if I see
Yeah,
that,
I don't know
what's
if I'm going to
going
be
on.
nauseous or what. So that's just
And if
a
if
warning.
you're not, then we'll see what happens. And
I don't even know what
but
time my procedure is on Friday because they don't tell you until 2 days before.
I'm about to
So
put that campaign on the DM fast track and just shred on through it. And
the
because
Friday is Jungles of Cholt right here at 8 o'clock. I do have a guest. I haven't communicated with him in a little while, so I need to make sure that he's going to show up. But if not, we're still going to play, so that doesn't matter. And then Saturday is eat leftover Chinese food from Friday because I'll probably be starving for 2 days of just liquid diet. And we're going to play some Lost Mines of Fandelver as over on Rob's stream. And here's his information right there if you want to catch me at 9 Eastern over on Rob's stream. Wait, why didn't it go? I'm having some issues with my Stream Deck not connecting properly. But anyways, it's Rob2E. If you don't know who he is, then you probably shouldn't be watching my stream either. But that's on Saturday. And then Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. I forget what we're talking about. Bullshit. And then back here on Tuesday. So that's it. Let's see if there's anybody we should go raid. Not manage rewards. No one used any rewards. And I don't see anybody doing the old Fantasy Grounds or Dungeons and Dragons that's on my list. So we're just going to call it. And we're going to get out of here. So say goodnight to everybody. Thanks for hanging out and watching the first session of Waterdeep Under Siege as we're setting the scene and getting things lined up for what I think is going to be a fun campaign. Yeah. Yeah. If we can stay alive without getting in trouble.
If we
Maybe.
can figure out how to keep alive, yeah.
I think it went pretty good. You guys talked your way out of a lot of shit tonight, which is to be expected with some charming
talked our way into it and then back out of it.
individuals.
Yeah, with level 1, yeah.
With level ones, yeah. So
We know what we're dealing with.
say goodnight, everybody. Good night.
Good night,
See you
everybody.
guys
Good night,
later.
everybody.
Bye bye.